Well, hello there, good people. It's Sharon again. And I'm not in my truck, and I'm not in my room. Where I am doesn't matter. But I've been thinking, and it's because I've been talking to a good friend of mine that I've known longer than I've known anybody else. And that's kind of weird because there's one lady I've known since fourth grade. She's very graceful. But nonetheless, we're going to call this person Armadeus. Why? Because I was thinking, and well, you don't really know too many people named Armadeus, do you? You could say calling him that will help keep my thoughts composed. But I'm going to shorten it up even a little more than that. Instead of Armadeus, because that's kind of bulky to say repeatedly, we're just going to call him Ami. He's been having troubles, and he's had a lot of troubles his whole life, and I've known that. He's known about mine, and it's pretty involved. But he's run into something lately that's just not right. He and I have been talking about people who have been in the military with PTSD. I think that's what they call it. And they get help and they get contracts to help with their education and some living expenses and other things. And I don't begrudge them that at all. They've served their time. They've been through some bad stuff. And they deserve what they get. But when they need help, they get it. They go in and they talk to their doctor or to someone and they get help. There could be somebody who's an alcoholic that has awoken a bit and needs some expertise and some counseling, and they go in and talk to people and they get help. And that's a good thing. It might be AA meetings, they might be getting counseling or psychiatric help. Depends on how bad they are. And there's a lot of people who are able to go and do that for various problems. Good. There are some people who go and say, gee, I had a firecracker go off behind me when I was 6 years old, and it's left me in tragic shock, and I can't deal with people. And they get all the benefits and things that other people get, other people who deserve it. That's not a very fun thing, but they get it. Okay? Ami's had some issues since he was a kid. And for many, 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 many years, I was the only one he discussed it with. And he and I have some things in common when it comes to that. I guess that's why we've discussed it and why we've been very, very good friends. Ami's been trying to get some counseling. And it's been terrible. He's been trying for over 3.5 years, recognizing he should have had some 20 or 30 years ago, but never wanted the stigma, never wanted people to know that he had problems. But now, in the last several years, he realizes that he needs help. And he's been suicidal in the past. Now, he doesn't want to say that to the doctors because when you do, they actually want to take you and put you on list or lock you up or give you meds or things like that. And he doesn't feel he needs any of that. He just needs to talk and get some counseling and see what he can figure out. And every time he goes somewhere, they say, yeah, we're going to help. Come on in and we'll sign you up. And sometimes it's just get you on the phone and, oh, wait a minute. You're too old. We help younger people. Oh, yeah, we can help you. Oh, wait a minute. We don't take your insurance. Oh, well, are you a minority? No, he isn't. So he gets turned down for that because they only deal with minorities. And are you LGBT? Well, part of that he is. But sometimes they just don't deal with all four of those letters. They only deal with two or three. They're not qualified to deal with the others, so have a nice day, Ami. Go away. There's always some kind of reason in the last 3.5, 4 years that nobody will talk to him. And he's getting worse. And he knows it. He and I have talked about it. He needs help. Recently, he talked to somebody, explained all of his situations and his background and all the things that all the other people have turned him down for. And he said, yeah, fill out this form. Give it to us. Well, he did. And he didn't get any response. So he called back and they said, well, they're still looking at it. And he didn't get any response. And at first they told him they'd never heard of him. Then they said, well, yeah, we've got you in our records here. But who's your doctor's name? And he said, I don't have one yet. I'm still trying to get in. Well, we'll call you back when you get something. This has gone on for a week. And he's naturally feeling like they don't care either. Nobody else has ever wanted to deal with him. And he's had some hope. Crash, burn, destroy. I wish I could help him, but I don't know how. I can be there for him, and I can listen, and I can talk and discuss, which we've been doing for roughly 60 years. Yeah, we've known each other a long time. And I can't do what he needs. And nobody else wants to. If he went in and said, I'm suicidal, I'm going to hurt myself, they would help. And while that may not be far from the truth, he doesn't want to say that and put that stigma on him for things he's trying to do in his life, which would automatically disqualify him. And he wouldn't be able to do what he's trying to do because of that statement. And he's not going to do it. They've asked if he ever felt like it. Yeah. I know that feeling. I felt like it. I tried it once. Didn't work out, but it wasn't one of these folks that are calling up and saying, I'm going to do this. And they don't really mean it. They want help. They're trying to get attention. They're trying whatever. Some people do that, and suicide hotlines really don't help. They tell you to go somewhere. They'll listen a little bit. Most people don't get responses when they say that, except here, take these drugs that'll make you fuzzed out, which they kind of did to Ami one time when he was talking about it, and quite frankly, when I tried it, they gave me stuff and I couldn't think. I was a friggin' walking zombie. I couldn't function. I was only on that for about a month, and I will never, ever do it again. And because of my experience, Ami doesn't want to do it either. And I don't blame him at all. He's seen what it's done to a couple of people, and he just won't touch that. It's terrible. So how does he get help? He's trying not to ruin his future. He's trying not to take drastic efforts and end his future. I don't know what to tell him. He doesn't know what to do. I'm sure if he ever got to a doctor or a counselor, they would help. But he doesn't even get there. He's been turned away and rejected so many times without ever actually talking to a counselor. Not once. Not in over 30 years. I don't get it. How do they just take a person and show them the other side of the door when they're saying they need help? And other people who stub their toenail and claim lifelong disability because they remember it hurt. They get stuff. They get help. A lot of them get handouts. And here's somebody who really, truly needs it. Really, truly trying to do the right thing. And he can't get through the front door. The doctors won't help him because they don't even know about him. They don't know about his problems, and he hasn't had an opportunity to tell them. I'm pretty sure that they would help if they knew, but they don't. I'm very, very worried about awme. I don't know how the future is going to go. I don't know what he's going to do. I don't know how to help him get a doctor that will help without trying to just drug him up so he can't do anything anyway. I love the medical profession. I've had 2 heart attacks. It's a stroke. I've got vertigo. I'm diabetic. I still walk around because of the medical profession. They've done so much. They've saved me multiple times. Of course, I haven't dealt with the psychiatric side or the counseling side. awme has tried to, and he hasn't been able to. There's always some reason, no matter where he's gone, and he's gone a lot of places, and he's tried to get in a lot of times, and he's been promised many, many, many times that people will help until he gets there, and they send him away. I'm just very concerned about my friend. I have no idea what's going to happen. So maybe I shouldn't have made this video. Maybe this one's jumping the gun because I'm leaving a great big crap I don't know hanging out there. But I'm very worried about awme. And I wish somebody else would be too. Well, it's just my opinion. You guys have a good day.